We have SSJ Krillin. Thank you to the women that do OF. What would it take for you to stop? And to the women that don't do OF, why don't you? So you're the only one here who does OnlyFans, correct?
Hello. Yeah. Okay. What would it take me to stop?
Yeah.
I mean, I plan to actually probably, like, when I have, like, kids or whatever, I guess.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. That was great. That was wonderful. What about you guys? Why don't you do OF?
I am in a very committed relationship, and while I don't judge anybody for doing that, I also personally think that my body is just for my partner.
Based.
I have standards, and I do judge.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. What about you?
I think I already pretty much said it. It's the same reason why I'm saving myself for marriage. It's for, like, my body is my temple, and I'm
OF. That's good. What about you?
I'm a woman of God.
She's a woman of God.
And I genuinely...
Wait, are you also waiting until marriage?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
I'm not for sale.
I'm not for sale. Wait, where are you from again?
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland? Wait. Hold on. You're from Maryland?
Yes.
Yes. Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does.
Bro, I've had that on my fucking soundboard for 150 shows. I've been wanting to fucking play that shit, but there's been nobody from Maryland. So
You're welcome.
Yes. Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does.
Okay.
The same reason I stated earlier. I just want all of me to be for my husband. So
It's beautiful. What, Gustavo?
Estoy feo.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Really quickly, let me clear up something. So I am waiting for marriage now, but I'm not a virgin.
You're not a virgin. Okay.
But I am.
But now you are.
Mm-hmm.
Should we talk about that? Should we? The only issue I have, question for you. Okay. The only issue I have with that, though, is it's like we've had women come on the show say that they're waiting for marriage. And they conveniently slip up. Oops, mistake. And from a guy's perspective, that's where I sort of raise an eyebrow to the whole waiting until marriage thing, especially for people who aren't virgins. It's like, well, you fucked up recently. Have you fucked up at all recently? No? How long have you been celibate?
A year.
1 year
now.
And you're 27?
Yeah.
So you fucked up a year ago?
It was with my past.
Why weren't you waiting with him, though?
I didn't really have a relationship with God then. But now I have it, yeah.
So it's new. Okay. Mm-hmm. Andrew, I want your thoughts on this, because this is something that I've kind of, the whole, in your past, you maybe either had casual sex or you didn't wait until marriage, but now you're waiting. And on one hand, it's like, well, I see that women are in this like damned if you do, damned if you don't position of, well, obviously you should, if you previously were promiscuous, you should stop being promiscuous. But like me as a guy who's, not married and dating, whatever, I'm like, I just can't take it seriously if a girl previously had 1, 2, 3 dozens, however many previous sexual partners. She slept with them on the first, second, third date, and all of a sudden, now she wants to wait. On one hand, it's like that's good for her, but for me, I feel I don't like that. So, any thoughts on that?
Yeah. So this is a complicated one. I guess I'm going to end up arguing a little bit with Brian tonight, just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, Brian, if you had a woman, two of them are, exact clones of each other, essentially, right? And they reached 30 years old, and you liked them both. You were into both of them. And one of them said, hey, look, I've had the same body count as this one next to me, but the one next to her said, okay, but I've adopted the virtues of a Christian woman. And he had to choose between the two. Which one would you choose?
So both same body count, but one is has
same.
adopted.
Just one's adopted Christianity and is trying to live by those virtues now, and the other has not.
Boy,
Which
I'm
one would be your
sweating.
preference?
I'm sweating, boys. He's starting in on me. Okay. Whew. And those Christian virtues.
So the Christian virtues are going to be things like
chastity.
They believe in covenant marriage.
Oh.
They believe in submitting themselves to the church. They believe that man is the leader of the household. They believe that they need to submit to their husband. They believe that he's going to have the final say over things, though it doesn't mean they have no autonomy. And they're essentially going to give preference in reference to you first as their husband.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, right.
The issue is, so me personally, Andrew, I know I'm a degenerate here. I engage in premarital sex.
Sure.
And I don't know if I'm going to change. Now, I'm not trying to sleep with a bunch of women. I prefer long-term relationships, but I'm a sinner and I have sex with women before marriage.
Yeah.
But I'm not like trying to fuck a bunch of chicks either.
But let's give it to you, right? Okay, I understand. So your kind of primary objection here is to say, look, I'm still going to want to have sex with her before I marry her. That's essentially what your objection is, right?
Well, the other problem is I don't think I want to get married either.
Right.
That's
right.
the other
so
problem.
I get it. But let's assume for a second you had to get married for some reason.
Okay.
Which of them would you pick?
So one I can sleep with prior to marriage.
You can, but she
doesn't have those.
Refuses, but she has no safeguard for virtues. There's no safeguard for virtues for you. There's the other one you can't sleep with before, but there is the safeguard of virtue. She's given herself over to the church to be a good wife for you. You got to marry one of them.
And I have to marry one of them.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
I got to marry one of
This
them.
is kind of the marshmallow. Yeah, this is the marshmallow experiment in the hypothetical, right? Can you delay gratification for the better wife?
Marriages are a pretty quick process. We'll just go to the courthouse, get it done real quick.
Sure.
I'll take the Christian woman. I'll take the Christian woman.
You gotta take the Christian one, right?
Yeah, there you go.
But this.
Uh-oh.
Right,
Oh,
so
no,
this
is
is
this
the point. But to your point, to be charitable to your point, you're saying that I think a lot of women utilize this and this conversion over to Christianity in order to be more appealing to men who want those virtues intact in a woman. And essentially, it's a LARP. They haven't given themselves over to the church. They haven't done any of those things. And so how do you ascertain which is true, I think is a better question. But I would certainly, if I had to pick, I'm going to pick the woman who I think is more virtuous.
Nice.
So that's this becomes complex, right? Because you don't want to question anybody's faith. But at the same time, I can see the coping mechanism from a lot of OnlyFans girls who go, well, I found Christ and now you need to discount my past. Got to be careful with that, right?
Interesting. Yeah. So, what you're saying, Andrew, is that I should continue having. Wait, okay. I don't know. It just.
I'm saying that if your values are not really Christian values, then what's the point in you getting a Christian woman? It makes no sense. That makes sense to me, right? But if you are a man who has adopted Christianity, of course your preference is then going to be for a more virtuous Christian woman. You're going to want a woman who is under the adherence of the church. And so sex outside of marriage is going to be one of the tells that she is trying to live up to her faith.
I concede this argument because Andrew is the debate god. So whatever arguments he was going to make, I just concede. What's it called? What's it called in chess when you just
Checkmate.
or no, it's
You castled.
When you surrender.
You castled, bro.
Huh?
You
There's a term
castled.
for it when you surrender. I get what you're saying.
Oh, I just concede the match.
Yeah.
GG, well played. Wait,
Can I
so
ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is everyone here Christian? I'm not. That's why I'm
not.
asking.
I was raised Christian most of my life.
I resign. I think resign. I resign from the chess game. Yeah.
That's all I want to
Can
say.
I ask something?
Sure.
Especially since most people here are Christian. Is everyone here heterosexual?
Yes.
Yes.
Are
Yes.
I don't think so. I'm with a man, but I mean, I've been with women and I'm not opposed to it. My relationships with men, like with now being my best example, have gone better.
Okay.
Evidently, or I'd probably still be with like any girl I ever dated.
That's curious.
Is anybody here pansexual?
I am.
Is anybody here demisexual? Wait, so you're
For
bi?
men.
You're bi or you're pan?
I'm pan.
Have you
Are-
dated a trans person?
No.
Isn't that what pan is? Somebody who would date?
Pan is the gender doesn't matter.
Wait, but so you would date a trans person then?
If I loved them, sure.
What do you mean if you love them?
If I fell in love with a trans person, then I would date them. Yeah, just
Well,
same
wouldn't
as
you
everybody
date
else.
somebody? Wouldn't you be dating
I don't really
somebody
care what they
before
got
you?
going on. Honestly, I've mostly been with women. I'm currently dating a man, but I don't know. For me, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I just think if you're a cool soul and I
What-
like you, then that's good for me.
So you would date somebody who's trans?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care.
I assume that's what people mean when they say pansexual.
Can you define
Right. It can just be
demisexual? I
any.
think that's me, but I honestly forgot the
I'm
definition
demi
of
with
that.
men.
What does that mean?
It means you need to have like an actual emotional connection, I think,
Yeah,
with
not to be
somebody
confused
before. I
with-
think, right?
Not to be
Yes,
confused
it
with
is.
sapiosexual or whatever.
That's
right?
Yeah, you need to have-
Didn't that
I'm
used to just be called
demisexual.
normal?
What's that?
Didn't that used to just
I
be
think
called
that
normal?
was just the norm.
Yeah, I
but
think I'm
yeah, now it's-
demisexual, honestly.
Now
but I
it's
just wanted to make
sex
sure I didn't
comes first.
use the phrase wrong.
I don't know 20% of them.